Just knock Pania over the fucking pig shit. Police brutality! Police brutality! Police brutality! You just knocked Pania over! You just knocked Pania over! You just knocked Pania over! Oh, there he goes! Two more! There he goes! There goes this fucking pig shit! He's a senior sergeant!
Please don't push, sir. Please don't push. Do not push my breast. Police brutality pushing my breast.
Aonga kei te iwi, kei konei mātou kei te pokapū o Ihumatao. Kei konei te kaiarahi o te hunga nei, Pania Newton. E tatari mai ana, I pukaru mai te hamutu I ngā pōtuahine, morena.
Morena te iwi.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling a bit battered after the incidents last night, but I'm still in high spirits and we're still positive down here. And if there was any time that I was seeking more resolution than ever, now is the time.
Were you pushed? Can you confirm for us? Were you pushed by a police officer last night?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was I got caught up in a bit of a scuffle last night when I tried to enter through one of the gates after the front line was separated from the atia, and I was rammed by a gate, and I was pushed to the ground.
How did that come about? How did that happen?
So just before whakamuimiti last night, just around 7 o'clock, we gathered inside this whare here to begin our whakamuimiti, and we noticed that there was a huge police presence coming down from the road, and they cordoned off the area and they prevented us from getting up to the front line. And what they did was that they separated the front line from the atia space, and there was just masses of police here.
For those watching at home, there was a sense of urgency and unsafeness, I suppose. Can you describe what it felt like?
Oh, it was prior to the incident taking place. It was very peaceful down here. We had waiata, we had whanaunga. There was laughter going. Everyone was just settling in for the night and about to go to bed after whakamuimiti. But after that incident, there was a bit of panic. Lots of people were fearful, and they felt like they were, being intimidated. The ahua changed quite rapidly, and I became, very fearful for the people down here. We tried to send out a message to people that we were okay, and other hundreds and hundreds of people just flocked in from as far as Awhitu and Hamilton to get here and support.
How are communications between yourself and the police now?
There's been no communication so far. But during the incident, we took every opportunity we could to speak to the police to de-escalate the situation, because we felt unsafe, and our people were fearful down here. They were intimidated. After a 5-hour standoff, they finally agreed to de-escalate their numbers and remove the police vehicles that were barricading us from entering the front lines.
There are a lot of people here, and the adrenaline gets the better of some. Is it hard to contain and to control some of the people, some of the kaitiaki here?
Yes, there has been some kōrero that, or we've been accused of not being able to control the people down here. When the kōrero is tika and pono, and when our messaging is right, everybody just stays tau. Everybody is here under the umbrella of rangimarie and whanaunga, and I was really proud of everyone last night for maintaining our kaupapa of peace. Waiata was flowing, karakia was flowing, there were a lot of tears had during that time. But everyone stayed strong to the kaupapa, and I was really proud of them.
The kingitanga, the kingi tuhete arrived on Saturday with up to 1,000 uri of tainui whānui. There was an invitation for a hui at Hopu this week. Do we have a date yet?
We don't have a date yet, but we are hopeful that someone from the office will be in touch with us shortly to let us know of a date. They said that we would meet before the koroneihana, so yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Minister Shane Jones said last night on TV that there are freedom campers here at Ihumatao. What's your response to that?
Yeah, I find that very disrespectful to our kaumātua and our kaea who are here on the front lines. Our decisions are made up of 5 generations of whānau from our marae who make decisions for our whenua. So it really upsets our whānau, especially our kaumātua and our kaea, when we're accused of being freedom campers. We are mana whenua, we are tangata whenua, and we are kaitiaki, and we are merely here to uphold the rights of our whenua and uphold the mana of our marae.
Throughout the country today, there will be people stationed at different Fletcher's buildings from Dunedin to Auckland. What is the purpose of that?
There has been a call for a National Day of Action in solidarity of the protection of our whenua. So we're expecting numbers to arrive at Fletcher headquarters or subsidiary companies, calling for them to retract from this development.
What's the bottom line now?
For us, it's plain and simple. If we go back to Tawhiao's kōrero, I riro whenua atu, me hoki whenua mai. The land was stolen, so it should be returned. That is what our marae want, that is what mana whenua want, and that is what the people down here at Ihumatao on the front lines want, and obviously those who are turning up to these National Day of Actions. Prime
Minister Jacinda Ardern has said the government will not intervene. Is the invitation still there for her to come to Ihumatao?
Absolutely. We've always been open and willing and encouraging of her to come and visit us down here at Ihumatao. We want her to come and experience the same significance that we experience daily regarding this whenua and regarding the people. We are a whānau friendly event, we are peaceful, we are positive, and we are a passive resistance. We take the learnings of our tupuna like tohu kākahi and te whiti o rongomai. We take the values from parihaka. You know, we've been trained in NVDA training for many, many years. Our kaupapa has always been a peaceful one, and that's one that we want to uphold right throughout this kaupapa until we find a peaceful resolution for Ihumatao.
Some ministers in the government, Māori ministers, have said the Soul Group are refusing to meet with them. Can you confirm that?
No, we aren't refusing to meet with ministers. I'm not too sure where that kōrero has come from, but we are always open, we are always willing, and we are trying our hardest to find a resolution for this whenua. So we've never shut off any doors to speak with ministers. Would love to speak to Shane Jones, would love to speak to Winston Peters. You know, I've always admired that man's tenacity and his resilience. So I'm not too sure where that kōrero is. We've engaged with Penny Henare, Calvin Davis, Nanaya Mahuta, Willie Jackson, Marama Davidson, who's been a huge support. She was on the phone with us all of last night, right up until we found a peaceful resolution to de-escalate the kaupapa. So we're open, whānau, we're willing, we want to kōrero and engage with our government because they have the power and the influence to reverse what is happening here at Ihumatao.
Final question, will you be taking action against their police officer?
At this time, we'll discuss that as a whānau, I think. My main concern and my focus at this time is the well-being of the people down here and of course finding a resolution for our whenua. So yeah, I'm not too sure at this stage. I think I'm still processing what happened myself. But I'm just glad that nobody was seriously harmed last night and we did uphold our kaupapa of peace.
Kura Pania Newton e te iwi, kura te aiarahi o te hunga taki whenua. Kei te whakatātonu te iwi. They didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m. this morning, i ki ngā kōrero. But there will be people on the front lines in various Fletcher's locations throughout the country i te rānei. Ngā mihi.